Whispers from Willow House. When Sarah Langley signed the papers for the old house on Willow Lane, she didn't believe in ghosts. She believed in square footage, low property taxes, and fresh starts. A single mother at 32, Sarah had spent years working double shifts as a nurse in the city, scrimping for a place where her daughter, Emily, could grow up surrounded by trees instead of sirens. The house had been vacant for over 2 decades. The realtor, a twitchy man named Peter who refused to step beyond the porch, called it a fixer-upper with a storied history. But Sarah saw the potential: vaulted ceilings, antique wooden floors, a fireplace in every room, and then there was the doll. They found it in the attic on the first day. Emily, 6 years old and always drawn to dusty corners, emerged with it cradled in her arms. "Her name is Annabelle," she said simply. The name chilled Sarah for a reason she couldn't explain. "Where did you get that?" "She was waiting for me." Sarah chalked it up to Emily's imagination, but the doll, with its glassy blue eyes and cracked porcelain face, never left her daughter's side. They spent the first week painting walls and hauling furniture. The house creaked and groaned with age, but there was no overt sign of anything sinister. Not until Sarah began waking at night. At first, it was faint, scratching behind the walls. Then, the sound of small footsteps padding across the hallway, even though Emily was fast asleep. Once, Sarah caught the sound of a child humming, a soft, tuneless melody coming from the attic. She dismissed it as old house noises, nerves, or maybe a lack of sleep. But then Emily began talking to the doll. Not pretend play, not little girl chatter, real conversations. "Annabelle says the lady in the mirror doesn't like you." "What lady?" "She lives in my room. She used to be here before us. She says you should leave." Sarah felt her skin go cold. Emily's room had an old mirror mounted on the closet door. It came with the house. Sarah had never liked it. Something about its tarnished edges, the way reflections seemed a split second too slow. One night, Sarah passed by the room and caught a glimpse of movement. She turned, expecting to see Emily out of bed, but the room was empty. Only the mirror reflected a tall, pale woman standing beside the bed. When Sarah looked directly, there was nothing there. She grabbed a bedsheet and covered the mirror. That night, Emily screamed in her sleep. When Sarah ran to her, she found the sheet on the floor and the mirror uncovered. "She's angry," Emily sobbed. "You made her angry." Curious and alarmed, Sarah visited the county records office. She discovered the house once belonged to a family named Whitaker. In 1954, their 7-year-old daughter Margaret had gone missing. Her body was never found. The mother, Eleanor Whitaker, died shortly after. Some said of grief, others whispered about suicide. The father was institutionalized a year later after he was found wandering the woods, screaming about a doll that had taken his daughter. The house had changed hands several times since, each family leaving abruptly. Sarah returned home shaken. That evening, Sarah tried to take the doll from Emily. "No," Emily shrieked. "She'll hurt you. She said so." "Emily, it's just a toy." "She's not a toy, she's real, and she's mine." Sarah pulled the doll from her arms. Emily kicked and screamed like Sarah had torn away part of her body. Sarah, trembling, locked the doll in a trunk in the basement. The next morning, the trunk was open. Annabelle was back in Emily's arms. Sarah began seeing things. A shadow flitting past the doorway, a cold hand brushing her neck in the dark. Messages appeared on steamed bathroom mirrors. "Leave. She's mine. You're next." Emily's behavior worsened. She stopped eating, her eyes sunken, voice monotone. She talked less and less to Sarah and more to the doll. One night, Sarah woke to find Emily standing over her bed. "She wants your face," Emily whispered. "She says it will fit better than hers." Desperate, Sarah contacted a local priest. Father Ruiz came reluctantly. The moment he stepped into the house, he shuddered. "This place is cursed," he muttered. He attempted a cleansing, sprinkle in holy water and read in scripture. But the doll laughed, a dry rattling sound that echoed through the house. Doors slammed, pictures fell, the fireplace roared to life on its own. He left, pale and shaking. "I can't help you," he said. "This is older than any church." Sarah returned to the attic where they first found Annabelle. Beneath the floorboards, she found a box of old photographs and a diary. The photo showed Margaret Whittaker clutching the same doll. In the diary, Eleanor wrote about hearing voices, how Margaret claimed the doll was teaching her things, dark things. The final entry read, "She's not my daughter anymore. She's become something else. The doll feeds on her. It wants me next. I've sealed it away. God forgive me." Sarah wept. Then she noticed the faint outline of a trap door behind the insulation. She pried it open. Inside was a child's skeleton, curled around a broken porcelain doll. Sarah took the doll from Emily again. This time, Emily didn't resist. "She says it's too late," Emily murmured. "You saw her. Now she's part of you." That night, Sarah dreamed of fire, of a woman screaming as a little girl laughed, of mirrors cracking and hands pulling her through the glass. When she woke, her reflection didn't move. The neighbors reported the house dark and silent for weeks. When police entered, they found the house empty. No sign of struggle, no sign of Sarah or Emily. Just a doll sitting on the mantel, smiling. They say late at night, lights flicker in the windows. Some say a child's laughter can be heard, and on certain mornings, the neighbors find small handprints on their mirrors, still wet. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps a lot and lets me keep making more interesting content for you.